Welcome to Samplitude Pro X, the perfect DAW for audio productions without compromises. With its exceptional qualities in recording, editing, mixing and mastering, Samplitude Pro X sets new standards in sound neutrality, workflow and individuality. At the core of every DAW is the audio engine. Samplitude Pro X works bit transparent, phase stable and latency compensating within the whole signal path. Of particular note is the unique hybrid audio engine. In Samplitude Pro X, two audio engines work in parallel. The result? Minimal delay and noticeably better system performance. Let's take a look at the program interface. The track editor unites all track-relevant information and setting options into one central control panel. Thanks to the extensive and completely redesigned analyzer section, there is constant detailed visual feedback for all tracks, groups and master signals. Available peak meter, including RMS metering, spectroscope, correlation meter, spectrogram, bit meter, oscilloscope and other displays for surround information, direction and tuning. Samplitude Pro X doesn't dictate workflows. Quite on the contrary, the software can be adjusted to fit your personal workflow and in the easiest of ways at that, using drag and drop. Central components of the software can be repositioned or maximized using drag and drop. So you can specify which element should be displayed and where. Design your own workspace. The docking concept was further developed and optimized for Samplitude Pro X. So now, for example, the object editor, visualizations and MIDI editor can be docked neatly. By saving your own workspaces, you can use customized program interfaces for various situations so that you always have the appropriate tools at hand. Samplitude Pro X combines all the necessary tools to handle all your recorded material. With revolver tracks, you can listen to individual takes directly on one track without having to create a new track or effect settings. The Take Manager allows you to see and access all recording takes in one project. And thanks to the Take Composer, the perfect take can be put together. Additionally, automatic pre- and post-recording means that spontaneous takes can be used even if recording isn't activated. As well as its legendary audio engine, Samplitude is known for its object editing. What exactly does that mean? Whilst regular DAWs are exclusively track-based, Samplitude users have the power to use a complete mixer track on individual audio regions. Take this drum loop, for example, and cut the snare out. Now when you open the object editor, you can treat the snare drum as its own mixer track. EQing, aux and even plugins can be specified directly for this object. Object editing gives you the room to edit creatively. It saves time by avoiding using strenuous automations, allowing you to implement your ideas even quicker. Let's see what else we can do to make a typical day in the studio easier. Short noises such as coughs and claps can be removed easily using direct spectral editing. For this purpose, simply limit the disturbance directly on the track. One click, that's it. Simple and efficient. Of course, Samplitude Pro X offers precise transient recognition. Transients can be transferred using groove extraction, so other instruments can adopt the drummer's groove, for example. And if a drum take doesn't sit tightly enough, the integrated audio quantization can help you out. Even drum replacements can be safely added using the transient recognition feature. Powerful resampling and pitch shifting algorithms give Samplitude Pro X a state-of-the-art vocal tuning. Change a vocal part's bass frequency curve or correct the pitch of individual syllables. The MIDI editor in Samplitude Pro X provides everything needed for optimal MIDI editing: event, note, drum, score, and controller editing. For the first time, Samplitude Pro X has a full sampler workstation for professional music productions, Independence. Use the top-quality 12GB sample library with hundreds of instruments, arrangers, as well as step sequencer patches to bring your musical ideas to life. Our mixer especially gives the user an absolutely genuine mix feeling. Maybe it's the extra-long fader and classic analog mixer layout. But it could also be the comprehensive surround editor and the snapshot function for proven mixer setups. What we know for sure is that input signals are processed with 100% sound neutrality, and Samplitude Pro X boasts effects of astonishing quality. Optionally, the 6-band mastering EQ can work in oversampling mode, perfect for a bit of space in the upper mids and highs. Moreover, the EQ also works in linear phase mode. The high transparent brick wall limiter doesn't just increase the loudness, it actually allows detailed dynamics editing. Decide based on the material whether to use a balanced or more aggressive limiter. In addition to effects such as gate, compressor, vocoder and delay, you also have a high-quality multi-band compressor at your disposal. The combination of the individual bands is 100% phase neutral. The FFT filter puts exact and phase linear filtration at your disposal, based on up to 30,000 frequency bands. Just draw in the filter curve yourself. The FFT filter is your precision surgical tool for accurate edits. The Essential FX Suite has been endowed with 10 first-class effect plugins and is suited for all everyday studio applications. In addition to high-quality algorithms, great importance was placed on the usability for the individual parameters and the effectiveness of the function. The Vintage Effect Suite simulates analog vintage studio effects and provides digital production with just the right amount of warmth and vibe. Samplitude Pro X VariVerb Pro provides a reverb device with high-quality reverb algorithms to add depth to your recordings. This reverb unit creates classic and modern artificial reverb effects such as room, plate, spring, and nonlinear reverb for a wider bandwidth of varying sound colors. Samplitude Pro X adapts itself to your production environment. Samplitude Pro X now offers integrated OMF-AAF import and export to simplify data exchange between programs and platforms. As well as using the classic mouse and keyboard, there is now also support for a range of hardware controllers for DAW functions and parameters. The sound decides, and nothing else. Sterling Sound Mastering in New York, Universal Mastering, and Grammy-winning producers such as Steve Epstein and lots of others use the integrated mastering features, as well as Samplitude and Sequoia's precise audio engine. These are, in addition to the mastering grade effects, state-of-the-art analysis, highly developed dithering algorithms, and a particularly smooth authoring workflow. In addition, Samplitude Pro X allows smart dithering. Dithering is automatically applied when it is absolutely necessary. Passages that have already been dithered will remain unchanged. Whilst most DAWs require other programs for processes such as authoring, Samplitude Pro X allows on-the-fly burning of HD stereo audio DVDs and Redbook standard audio CDs, all directly from within the arrangement. Samplitude Pro X Suite combines the outstanding features of the Samplitude Pro X audio workstation with a high-quality add-on package of high-quality instruments and effects. The Analog Modeling Suite Plus provides 4 high-quality analog tools simulations. This includes M-Track, an analog compressor with optional tape saturation simulation. Amphibia is a combination of a tube amplifier and channel strip that combines a high-quality opto compressor with a pre- and post filter. With Ampulse, Percussive and dynamic signals, or rather their oscillation processes, can be edited in detail. Ammunition is an extremely versatile dynamic tool for editing groups or signal sums, especially in the domain of mastering. It has separate units like compression, filtering, sidechain, limiter and clipper. VANDAL is the only virtual guitar and bass amplifier that combines the characteristic sound and feel of a real hardware setup with the advantages of a software application, all for you to enjoy in your DAW. In contrast to emulations that use impulse response, individual play methods and guitars receive the same significance as real tube amplifiers. Every step and component of the amplifier, from the tube to the speaker coils, is virtualized. Physical modeling technology guarantees great sound without compromise, whether during studio recording sessions, band rehearsals, or live gigs. The independent sampler workstation in Samplitude Pro X suite boasts a gigantic 70GB premium sound library and provides more than 3,000 instruments, arranges and step sequence patches for use in your compositions. Independence is the ultimate sampling workstation for professional music production, no matter whether in the studio or for live productions. Download the latest version from pro.magics.com and test Samplitude Pro X for 30 days, free and unlimited. Try it out and see for yourself.